Hey everyone, it's Desiree, and I am here. I know you haven't seen a journal video in a while, but here's another one. We are going to be closing out the Darling journal that I have created, or that we have been creating. Now you're going to see me do something horrible here. I'm actually going to bend out this paper clip because I don't want that to be there. Okay, so we are going to close this out. Now, what I'm going to focus in on today is actually our charms, our dangles, our tassels, our awesome things, you know, those types of images. Now, what I do want to put here is I want to put a bulb clip because it's a little bit easier to have that on there than it is anything else. And what I'm also going to put on there is I do want to get a bead. And of course they're right in front of me. So these are just, you know, very plain, very simple, simple beads. Nothing fancy here. And then just by putting that on that bulb clip, it just adds a little something to it. Okay, so what I do want to do too is I need to find where my papers are. And I am going to go through to look at those papers because I do want to create, I have that, I need to put that there, I need to put that there, and let's see, I don't think I need those, so I'm going to move those, I'm going to put that there. So we're going to be adding a lot of jewels, as you can see, but I think that's awesome. I'm going to put that in that little tiny pot. But I want to look at the papers that I have. There's still a few more things that I need to put in here, which is fine. But I do want to punch some holes into some pieces, but I don't want to hit those cards because they're all going to be made into journaling cards, what's left in here. And again, already you've seen that. We don't need to keep seeing that over and over. I am going to grab my hole punch. And I think this is the right size. Oh goodness, I hope it is. I don't know. I think that's big. Now wait a minute. I know what one I need. I always forget that. It's sitting right there. My half inch. Alright. So I want to get these ready. And I think I really like that one. So I got that. Now, you know what? I want to, all right, so I want that one. I don't want the lines going through that. So that would be a little bit nutty there. And I've got that one. Okay. So let me, I know I've shown these before. So I'm going to got my two cabochon cases. Got my E6000. And oh, okay. I always like to keep this tip clean, because she is a fussy glue. Okay, so yes. So as you can see, I'm just diving right in So yes, this will be the last video that you're going to see for the Darling journal. Okay, why isn't this? For some reason I'm having a problem with my glue. That's okay. So we're just going to focus in on the charms. We're also going to focus in onto the finalizations. I will do a flip through video before I post it onto my site, and that'll be my website. I'm switching everything over to that area. So as always, videos will be long, might be a little bit longer than normal. I try to keep my journal videos to an hour, just to have, you know, some fun to see the different things that I'm putting together. All right, so I'm going to set those up. I am using my Mod Podge Dimensional Magic. This is the same as the Diamond Glaze by Judgement. You can see I'm only putting, and now I've got that awesome air bubble, so I need to pop the air bubble. I'm only putting a very small dot down onto these. You do not shake this glue. She is very temperamental, but I do need to make sure that those dots or those bubbles come out. So I am going to try to pop them with my tools, and I will make sure that I clean them as well. But when I push down, and I'm going to grab a piece of scrap paper, because in case it oozes, it'll ooze on my scrap piece. I'm going to take the glass cabochon, just cent that on top, and again do the same thing, and then press down. Now it will come oozing out, that's okay, and it's going to be both the dimensional glue and I'm going to do that to this one too. It's going to be both the dimensional glue and also the E6000. But we want that to happen because then we know that we are getting a good bond between all of these. There are many ways to put together your cabochons, your glass pieces inside there. When it comes to the jewelry that I make, I have a totally different way of doing this process. And again, I'm just going to keep pushing until nothing else comes out, and until those pieces are cleaned, and we'll make sure nothing's on the back. And now we'll pull this one over and we'll do the same thing. We're going to push and we're going to wipe all that away just to get that clean. So very simple. Adds a little something something to it because these are charms that we'll be able to have there, which I think is awesome. Okay, so I've got some big clips here. I've got some little clips. I am going to add, with every journal, I try to name it, and I try to add some, I always add a feather to them. Again, it's just something that I do, or I'm just a creature of habit. Okay, so yes, so as I was saying, the videos will be long. But I am looking at, I think I'll have that come. Again, I do like to add the jump rings, because then this way, if you want these charms to go somewhere else, you can. So again, always trying to give options. And that's our one charm. And this will actually be one that comes in from this way, or any way that you would want. So yeah, so we will actually be finishing this one. Excuse me, I know. Long time coming. I'm going to grab 2 silver ones. And as I said, I'll do a flip through. But yes, we are slowly getting through all of these wonderful things that we are creating. I love reading the comments that you guys have been leaving me. Either you're crafting along, and then we've got that one, so that's put on that. Or you're just having fun, or you've learned something new, so that is awesome. Get this one in here. And then again, we'll put that on there. As you can tell, I am good with adding silver and gold to each of these. I don't feel that it's a issue, so to speak. Just got a few more here. The size jump ring that I am using is a 10 millimeter. I think that's a good size when it comes to these. And again, that's the bulb, so I've got a real pretty leaf. I thought the leaf was pretty for these. And then, let's see, just one more. I think what I'm going to do, now I have these, not sure. You can tell that I used to do jewelry, so I've got a lot of these findings and I just want to use them up. I want to add these big pearls and beads. Again, nothing too fancy with the beads. It's just what I like, you know, what I'm looking for. Now, what I will say is, you know, when it comes to the beads, I do want them to look a certain way. So I am somewhat particular when it comes to some of the beads that I choose. All right, now that I've got that started, hopefully I'll be able to wrap. Oh, again, I was not a perfect jewelry maker, but I did enjoy it. You know, I do the little things that I do for my paper beads. I do a lot of paper beads. And now I'm just want to keep on turning this. Yeah, I can't do 2 things at once here. All right, now we'll be able to clamp. It needs to stop spinning. So yeah, I just did very basic, nothing, you know, nothing fancy when it came to beadwork or anything like that. I always like to make sure that that is pushed in so that I don't poke somebody. And that one's a little pokey. So I've just got to fiddle that down to make sure that I can push that. And it's still pokey. I don't like pokey. And I think I just broke this. No. Oh my. I just thought these blue beads would really work with this one. And I will grab a jump ring with this one as well. I know sometimes when I'm doing this, I don't speak. But I think it's really excited. Now, I don't know if this is going to be the second video you see or if you're going to see the other one first, so I don't want to say what it is. I'm going to put that on one of the large clips. But there's actually 2 journals that I'm closing out. I know some of you have also said that you've tried to go onto my Etsy shop, which I'm very thankful for. Thank you. Very grateful for that as well. And there have been some funky links. Well, I am not sure what is going on, but please know, don't worry about that. I have, I'm switching over to my website. I have things there already. All right, so let's real quick page through. Enough about that. All right. So we've got our front done, and we have that little embellishment. We also have the back all put together. So we have our paper. Again, plenty of space to write. That's what I'm all about. Here's a pocket. Here's a few pieces. These are belly bands, so you can put things in between there. And there's a clip just holding all of that together. Here's another pocket here. Here's another belly band where we can put things. Another pocket here. An upwards tuck there. And we have a hole here. So this is where we can take one of our bulb clips and we can just put that through, which I think is awesome. I love doing that. And now that can dangle through. We have a side pocket here. We have an upward tuck here. And you can see we've got something coming off of that. So we can put this one here. And again, we're going to thread that through. And they're nice and sturdy because of the double layers of cardstock or anything else. So we've got those there, which is nice. Again, we've got a side pocket here, and we've got a side pocket here. We've got a pocket here. This is our center. Again, however you would want to decorate. We've got another belly band here. Another pocket here. A pocket here. This is just decoration, but this is here on this side is an upward tuck. Side pocket here, side pocket here, a tuck here, but also with a belly band so it can come through. Upwards tuck there. Okay, so now we've got just some pieces here that I need to do, and I'm also going to do that one. So this one here, we're actually going to create just a little bit of a band, and then we are going to wrap that around as well. Because in the last video, I just didn't get to those two. So we're going to have those. We have this tuck here. And then that was a little tiny diamond with a cute tassel coming off the top. So just going to make some cards. We're just going to create some of our pockets here. Get our pieces of ephemera in. So here I'm just going to put one of these clips there. Because again, you can't have enough clips. You can't have enough pockets or anything like that. I'm going to put that one there. I'm going to take this one, and I want this one to actually hang off of that, because I think that is really pretty. I am going to take this, and I'll put this one down here as well. So that's coming off. Let's see, and then I'm just going to put this one here, right in the center. Again, I love dangly things. Matter of fact, you know what? We are going to put that one Now, there's a hole here, so we can have something dangling off of top of that, but I'm just going to put that one there for right now. And then I've got this one here. Let's see. We'll actually put this one down here, because gotta have my wings. So we are all set in the charm realm. Love charms, love danglies coming off the top. Pushing those there, I've got that there as well. All right, so let's do a few cards. And what we'll do is we will just cut away and finish up our ephemera pieces. Because you can see, I do love just creating the charms. I think we've got enough pockets there, but you can see as I put my journals together, lots of writing space. To me, whether you want to write, whether you want to doodle, write down some quotes, add some pictures to the pages, you absolutely have that ability to do that. So you will see lots of blank spaces and pockets so that you can tuck all of those things in there. And that's something that we're going to make now. I don't have enough of the pockets or tucks. All right, let's see here. Let's look at our pieces that we have cut. I want those. The journaling cards are going to be small. That can be for a tag. These are the little tiny circles. We've got some of those. This is a journaling card. And the journaling cards are going to be very simple. I am just going to, these are also journaling cards as well. Why not? This is going to be a journaling card because, again, they can be just different sizes. And, again, they're thoughts. For me, journaling cards are just ideas and so forth. So I am just going to cut all of these up and mount these onto some craft cardstock. And you guys have seen me do that before. So I'll do that. But here, what I want to do is I'm just going to set this aside because I do want to create some tags. So I am going to grab some of my craft cardstock and see if I can just cut some tags from that so that we can just have some fun. And I'm going to collage. Absolutely going to collage. Okay, and I know you guys are going to be surprised not showing that I'm not pulling out my deckled edge trimmer. But that's okay. So these are 5.5, and I'm going to make this one. And again, I just love making tags all different sizes. When it's 5.5, I don't like to go over 3. And this one is going to be 2. Nice, tall, skinny one. So I've got 3 there. 4. 5, 6. And let's just make not so tall ones. Take 3.5. And we'll just cut these at 2. Again, just to give a different size. And again, we're just going to collage when it comes to this. And again, we're only using what we have. So I think that's a great number of tags. Gotta have a lot of tags. And in the meantime, I am Okay, so I am using a vintage photo. And I will take this and start gluing these down. I will use my glue stick too. So it's really exciting that I'm almost done, or about to put a couple, and I think it's great because they're actually going to hit the website. But please know, and I know I said this before, things are going up on the website, but please know I am not shipping international at this time. There's too many issues, and I apologize for that, but we just need to be able to get through our situation. I don't want you to have to wait for packaging to arrive. They're getting lost. And I feel bad, but, you know, while you guys are missing out on a piece of product that you purchase, I have to, you know, resend that. And with these, you know, these are kind of originals. So it's really tough to send something out as an original when it's unique in that. So I don't want anyone to be hurt, especially the customer. I want you guys to receive your products, but we just need to figure out, you know, how we can best make sure that happens, to ensure either side does not lose out on anything. So I will always keep an eye on that. And plus shipping right now, it is just so expensive. And I just don't want anyone paying those prices. I am being very careful when I'm putting these pieces down to make sure that I'm not hitting other pieces to put glue on top as I'm doing this. But I figured, why pull out the glue book when I'll be putting them down on this anyway. Okay, so now I'll be able to just cut that apart, and that's some journaling cards. And you know what? I just have a few more here. So we'll just continue to real quick do these. So I hope everyone had a wonderful, wonderful holiday if you celebrate Thanksgiving. Mine was really nice, very peaceful, delicious. And yes, even though I was on my diet, I did really well. I did say, okay, you know what, I am going to have some carbs. For those of you that don't know, or maybe I never really said what diet I was on. I'm on the keto diet. It's pretty amazing, actually. I thought it was going to be very difficult, only because I believe pasta and bread should be everything we eat, and there is nothing else. Just say. I think I'm going to make these journaling cards too. Put those on there. They're just fun journaling cards. Why not? Oh, I have another one. So, but we did really well. What was even better was I did not have to cook. And I usually don't. I mean, we usually go to very good friends of ours' house for Thanksgiving. And I am there to make sure that the leg wiggles. That is what I'm there for. That is what I ensure. and we have all kinds of fun with that. But yeah, it was really nice. I actually went to my sister's this time. As I said, we usually just go to a friend's house, and we enjoy it. We absolutely enjoy it. So I believe next year we will be back to our normal plans of what we do. And we'll just have a good time. So I'm making my tags. I'm just taking them and just trimming off. When I know I've got the same size, I can just use that as a template. Again, I just snip it. I flip it over till I get to the other side. I have glue all over my fingers. They look horrible. I'm so sorry. And I don't think, okay, yes, this one is the same. As long as they're the same width, you can just use it as your template and just cut along top of that. And I think, oh, there we go. So I love when I get to the wire or the end of a journal, I seem to move so much quicker. It's absolutely hysterical. When it comes to putting things on and adding the different elements, it's amazing. It's like, where was the speed before? And that's pretty much the mode that I'm in right now. So knowing that I'm hitting this end, we're just going through. But again, this will be the last video. There will not be another one of these. So when I do the flip through, you'll be able to see something that I made and then call it out and say, oh, I'd like to see that. You didn't show that. Because I'm sure there will be something. So for these, I am just going to collage. Just add the pieces here. And again, it can be something just as simple as that. You know, we don't have to overthink it. And I know I do. I know I do it a lot. I truly, truly, make sure your writing's not upside down. I am one that definitely overthinks a lot of things. Matter of fact, I do want that one to go there. Now I will pull down my glue book. Now I am not going to put vintage photo on top of these before putting them down because I'm just going to take one of my brushes and just go around it anyway. So as a whole, I'm going to do that. Now I'm going to take this though. I'm going to put that down there. And I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Why not? Again, give your tags some interest. All right, so we got that. Yeah, you're going to see me throw things. I do want to remove though these black lines. All right, that one's going to go right down the center. It's actually going to hit right along the top. Let's see, what else we got here? Got some circles. Got some straggles. We've got some thickets. We can do that. And I've got some straggles on my fingers. All right, push those down, and we'll push those over as well. Even though we're taking these pieces of paper and flipping. Oh my goodness, I've got stuff all over. Oh my God. Okay. Wow. That was funny. This is light enough that we can still journal on those. So again, we can have all kinds of fun with these pieces and how we're going to put them on our tags. Again, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. Fold that over. We just want them to match. So again, just taking these pieces and creating the tags is perfect. All right, so now we're getting into the bigger ones. So now we can have some fun and pull back in those plain pieces of paper. So these, okay, so we can have fun and going back and tearing. I know you're all saying, but Des, you have the decal trimmer. I know, I do. All right, so I'm going to add that. Put that extra glue down on that. And now we will trim that away. And since it's got glue on, I'm literally going to push it down onto my glue book, because then it won't get stuck on anything else. And let's see. Trim that. Just got some black lines going on there. So, oh, and I don't know. Oh, that was bad. I hope, well, I'm not sure by this time, but I'm hoping, or maybe soon. So I did add another journal to my Christmas series. That was a very, very difficult decision. Oy. So many to choose from. So many to choose from. So I'm actually ending up, you're going to see, this is actually going to hang off. You're actually going to see 2 journals put together, but actually there's 4. So I was having way too much fun. There's also another journal that I started. So let me know if you guys want to see this one. It was an order that somebody had placed, and then at the last minute, which, I mean, I never get upset about, but at the last minute, they had to change their mind. Now, I already started it, so you're not going to see it from the beginning. It is using a digital, but that's not, I mean, of course, that's not the only thing that it's going to have. If you want to see it, I mean, I can show you basically the ephemera that I'm doing for that. But again, it's not going to show the sewing of the signatures. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I think I may have hit record. If it does, I can do that, but it's really going to be bad. It's going to be all over the place. So if you guys want to see that one, just let me know in the comments, and I'll pull it up and, you know, just show you the different ephemeras that are going on there. It is a double signature. Okay, that's a cool tag. Now, I will punch these and put my whole reinforcements on top of them. But again, we are just creating our tags. All right, and look at that. I've got 4 more to go. That's awesome. So let me put that there. But yeah, just let me know. We're going to get crazy with these now. Oh no, that one's too bleh. Well, that's kind of like, meaning it stands on its own. All right, and we'll put this one up here, and then we'll cross that one. So we can have all kinds of fun. So this thing is going to be, this one's huge. I had way too much fun with this one. As I said, it is using a digital, but it's got all of, the digital is just one component of it. But yeah, I can still show it, just show the ephemera that I'm doing, and all the different flips and pull outs and everything else. So yeah, this one's massive, absolutely massive, and it was very frustrating. I'm kind of glad that I didn't film it, because boy, I was cursing. It's a double signature, so it's got 2 signatures in there, and boy, it was just, the papers had a mind of their own. They were just determined to do what they wanted to do, and let me tell you what, they were winning. I think at one point, I screamed, "Come on!" I just could not. It just couldn't do it. Could not get there to do it. So it was really, it was funny. Or I should say, it made me laugh. It's... But it was extremely frustrating. All right, so now I'm just tearing across, and we're going to add some of these to it. The one thing that I do love is just by grabbing these pieces and having fun. And I'm going to flip that over. And I'm going to flip that one over as well. Why not? Just adds a little bit of interest to the other side. I'm going to flip that even. And I should have... Oh, maybe I can. Let's try it. Oh, yes. And then what we'll do is we'll just shoot it with some glue. There we go. Okay. We do whatever we can to get them down. All right, and this is our last tag. Oh, no, it's not. Still have one more. Okay. I do love that one. I don't know why I kept these black lines around these circles. But that's okay. We can trim. So anyway, so yes, I have, I'm actually doing, it's from the same designer. I just fell in love with these. Absolutely in love with these. They were so cute. That, all right, I'm going to put that here. We're going to have that come off the bottom. And then we'll have this come across there as well. And then, believe it or not, the ones that, that you see on screen, I've actually, there's actually like 2 or 3 more outside of that one. So there's all kinds. But, so let me know, you know, what you want to see. And by all means, I'll show it to you. Just got to remember for that one, again, it was an order. And they just changed their minds with it. But there's no sense in me, you know, stopping. I'll just keep on. When you don't see a flip through for a journal that maybe I'm showing on here, and if I don't say anything but you don't see it, that's because somebody actually came across, it's either an order that somebody placed at times, because I do get permission. If somebody does place an order to say, look, are you okay if I film it? It's, while they are still paying for it and all of that, it's still technically their property. And then again, if they change their mind, then it comes up to the public domain. You know, again, when it comes to those pieces, you know, I just do that, you know, a little bit differently. So there's some that you may see, or that I won't show. I won't do a flip flow because they're actual orders, and it's not really something that I announce right off the bat. So just keep that in mind. So now I'm just going to cut around the journaling cards. Again, journaling cards don't have to be 4x6. They can be any size that you want to bring in the interest when it comes to your journal. Again, these can be used just for thought blips, things that people see, things that people are looking at, thoughts, and so forth. So, you know, keep that in mind. I'll cut those. They're going to be fussy cuts. I keep my scrubs. I thought I had, yes, I did. Couldn't find my other sheet. And again, I don't worry about if this is straight or not. Again, I'm just looking to have that stability, because I can put holes in these. I can make these different types of tags. Again, we can have a lot of fun when it comes to these pieces. Okay. So I am hoping, I know Darling and Simple Stories, they were close, but I do believe that I will be closing out the other ones as well very soon. So you guys are just going to get overwhelmed. I hope in a good way. I hope not a bad way with videos. I've started my 2020 Christmas series, where that is just all about the paper and things we can do with it, whether you're a card maker, and how we can stretch our supplies and dig into those supplies, and all the different things that we can make with what we already have. And again, I do put a journal in that, like I have, but again, I won't be showing. I think last year in 2019, I spread it across 3 days within the series. I don't want to take up those days. I want to have other things done for those days. So, and I think this here, yes, these are the other pieces that we finished. So nice. All right, so I'm going to move these aside. We're just going to put those out of the way. Oh, if you guys could only see outside of the camera viewing area. I don't think any of you would be surprised. I'm just saying. So again, this is an envelope and a different type of journaling type card made out of book pages that we can add. You can see a blank page there. Was able to cover that up. Another envelope. Tag, just having different components, and there's a tuck in on this one. And then here's a tag as well, where we had all kinds of fun with those strips. And then this here is one where we can put something into the side, and then some little tags here. So we've got all kinds of pieces here. We've got our ephemera. We've also got these that we just did. I just need to get these inked up because there is a difference. And I'm going to do that now. So I need my scratch paper. And we'll put these up. So now you all, I don't know if I should use a brush. I think I am going to use my brush. Why not? I will use both of them. You can see just by coming in around those edges, I'm now able to ink those pieces up, and then I can come in along the side and come around the edge. And we will do both sides. I know it looks like I'm also rough when I do this, but I like to have that look. Now these I don't have to do anything with, just have to go around them. Again, these are very simple cards. Nothing has to ever be fancy when it comes to your journaling cards. Again, just areas to tuck into the pockets so that they can be grabbed or clipped as things come across, or they have an idea for something. I do use a journal. I know I'm asked that a lot. I do use one, and I actually use them, what I use mine for, it lasts a pretty long time for me. But the reason why I use it is to, when I come up with an idea, whether that's for a video or a new product on my website to develop and design. Research that I've got to do. So like whenever I have an idea for something, it gets its own page. So that 9 out of 10, I usually do have to do research on the item. Because of course, you know, everything that I think of is never easy, because that's just me. And then I can just put all of my information on that page instead of, you know, having to flip through so many different pages. I just have it right there. So that's how I use mine. Again, just the thought that comes out. I know this is like watching paint dry. Yeah. And I cannot wait. So there's a video that I did. I'm sure it might already be released. Where my voice was so scratchy. And why? Because I was doing that video at like 2 in the morning. I couldn't sleep. So when I can't sleep, I want it to be productive. Doing a video was productive. Oh boy. I even knew the voice was bad. So, yeah, it's not highly recommended. I will say that. Oh, look at all these wonderful pieces of ephemera that we have. Again, I love to make mine chunky and poof them up. Now, this one's a little flatter because we did not coffee dye any of these pieces. Because you don't have to. You know, coffee dyeing is a choice. By all means, it is a definite choice. And it is a process. I mean, I will say that. It is definitely a process to coffee dye paper. Now, I don't let mine sit out. I bake mine in my oven, which freaks me out as well. I just have this horrible feeling that one of these days I'm going to forget and my oven's going to be on fire because I'm cooking paper, and then, you know, the fire department will come here. It's a process. But this one, we did not. We did not add any coffee dyed papers. We did not coffee dye this digital download because, honestly, we didn't have to. The vibrancy of these colors is absolutely phenomenal and gorgeous. But get yours fast. I don't know if it's still in the shop. She is retiring this design, and this design is done by Antique Paperie. But there are so many other beautiful designs to choose from. I absolutely love those designs in there. All right, we are almost done with the inking. Oops, forgot the back side of that. You can tell I need a new sponge. It's giving me goobers all over the place. I won't have you guys see me put the holes on the tags. I mean, that's pretty basic. And what we'll do is we'll put those last 2 pieces in, and you will see that during the flip through. So again, here are all of the ephemera pieces that we have, and we'll just put those in there. And you can see that we are almost done this piece. So the next video that you will see for this one is going to be the flip through. All right. So stay tuned for that. So I hope you guys did enjoy this. Again, now the Simple Stories is showing a scrapbook collection of paper, 12 by 12s, and everything else that they offer with that when it comes to the scrapbooking collections. This here is just focusing on a digital download. And again, not coffee dyeing anything, not even spritzing it with water to get a crinkle. Just keeping the papers the way that they are, but just adding some vintage photo, adding some book pages, you know, spare book pages, adding in our charms for these pieces, and then of course our awesome tassels coming off the top. Again, use what you have, but again, if you don't want to take the full investment, and by all means you don't have to. Digital downloads can range anywhere from $2 up until a complete bundle pack up to $35. And again, there's always sales and so forth. Your bundle pack just comes with everything, and that's the only thing that you would need to purchase. So something to keep in mind if you're interested in doing something like this. If you have any questions, make sure you leave those down below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Keep smiling. Laugh a little bit every single day. Helps to relieve frustration. But then again, if you're watching this, I always give you something to laugh at. Absolutely. You can watch my chaos that I have going on here. But remember, just do this a little bit each day. Always remember what's most important to me. Always be creative. Till next time, guys.